Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to my channel, Jason in the Woods. I'm back at the Berryman campground right now, about ready to start the Berryman Trail again. I'm going to be starting here, doing the same route, and do the full 27 miles back around in an overnight trip here. So I'm very excited to come back out here and actually complete the trail. Last time I was out here, I wasn't able to complete the trail. We ended up hitching a ride back to the campground from the Hazel Creek campground after about 17 miles. So I'm gonna tackle this trail. It's gonna be some tough hiking. It's definitely not the easiest trail. It's maybe not the most rewarding trail in the respect of, like, I'm not looking to have any major summits or vistas to look at, but I did want to come back and just complete this trail. I'm training up to do my Ozark Trail through hike this October, actually the end of October into November, and so I want to start putting on these big miles with packing gear and all that. And so this is a part of that. All right, well, come along and we will go start knocking out these miles. There is no registration at this trailhead. You just kind of get up and go. There's a nice big parking lot up here because it's also used for, it's an equestrian trail. And so you have to watch out for horse manure on trail, but I don't really mind sharing the trail. I like seeing the horses out here. It looked like there was one trailer at the trailhead, so maybe we'll see them while we're out. But it is gorgeous. It's been so hot lately, so I'm super stoked to be back out on trail. And it's right now it's in the 70s, so it's still warm, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. It was, mid 90s for so long, and that last trip I took to Tomsock was just brutal hot. Anyways, it's nice to be back out here. I'm well shaded, lots of green. There's going to be plenty of water out. It's been raining a lot, and I'm going to end up camping, if not at Hazel Creek campground, near Hazel Creek. So I'll be able to get water there for dinner and breakfast. I'm going to lunch at, I'm struggling to remember the name of the spring. I think it's Harmon Spring, but I could be wrong. Anyways, it's a reliable water source. They've got it actually piped out, so it's really easy to get the water and filter it. It's spring water. You probably wouldn't even need to filter it, but I filter everything I drink just in case. I'm excited that I've got some new gear on, some new clothes that I got. I've got my new trail runners out, so I'm stoked about that. I'm wearing my new Dirty Girl gaiters, and I've got everything soaked in Permethrin. I'm gonna hopefully keep the ticks off, and I've changed up my pack loadout, so I'll kind of go over that throughout the hike here, let you know what I've taken away, what I've added, and what that's done for me weight-wise so far, and what I'm still planning on doing in the future before my Ozark Trail hike. So stay tuned and enjoy the views. Alright, so I'm about a mile in. Not very far at all. I've been making good time. But I am sweating up a storm, and I'm about a half liter of water in. And so there is a little bit of a water crossing here. And I would say this is a good opportunity to test out my new sandals that I've got in the back here. But I think it's also a good time to look at the effectiveness of these hokas and see how well they hold up with a water crossing. Trucking right along. This trail is beautiful. Just beautiful. There's a lot of stuff I remember from the last hike. Good markers. I remember walking by this wall. I imagine I've got maybe an hour or so, if that, until I get to the spring. I'm gonna stop there for probably about half an hour, eat some lunch, and then get to walking again. I did decide to include that northern spur of the trail instead of doing one of the cutovers to make this the full 27-mile hike. I think it adds like 4 miles on, so otherwise it would be 23 miles or so. Like I said, just trying to get conditioned to do a 2-week through hike. I want to put mileage on my feet, see how I do day after day. The last few hikes have been not necessarily easy, but like on the shorter end for sure. Comstock probably being the shortest. I think I only hiked in like 3 or 4 miles because I got there just before dark. So far so good out here. The trail is in great condition. There's only been a couple of downed trees. Nothing too hard to circumvent. I imagine they're going to want to get those cleared before the bike race coming up here, I think next month. But otherwise, it seems like we've got maybe some fresh gravel over a lot of this. So, yeah, it looks really well maintained. Alright guys, we're about 5 1/4 miles in right now. So I'm gonna take a quick little break here. About 2 liters of water, and the humidity is no joke. My last bottle here, I threw one of those noon hydration tabs in, and you know, I'm feeling good after drinking that. I'm gonna stop and put the rest of this water into my clean bottle here. Probably throw another hydration tab in, have a quick little snack and a sit, and then I will continue on the trail towards the spring. I don't think I'm all that far off, but you know, I just don't want to keep pushing past having my empty water bottle here when I've got more water ready and available to drink, and I'm coming up on a water source that I know is going to be there. I'm just going to go ahead and get that filled up so I can drink it. Right. I think, yep, we are here at the spring area. This is the Edward Beecher Outdoor Education or something like that area. Yeah, nice big open spot. There's a little 2-track in and out of here. You can actually drive down, but over here, this is new, this wasn't here before. That's a nice sign. This here is the spring. Some nice fresh water coming out of here. So I'll get my water refilled, stop, have some lunch, and then I'll continue on. But here's one of the things that I've recently gotten to lower my pack weight. And this is just a little sit pad here. This has replaced that gray foam pad, that ridge rest pad that I was using. Nothing special. Got it from Gossamer Gear. I think they charge like $5 for this thing. Oh man, these flies are really biting. But I already tested it out at home. It's plenty comfy, plenty of pad for me to sit on, and like I said, it's probably maybe even a quarter of the weight of that other foam pad, which already barely weighed anything. So this thing is in the grams range. But I happen to have something comfy to sit on. Well, alright. So some of the new things I got are this sun hoodie here. It's super lightweight. This is by Zoe, and it's a very lightweight, quick drying material. It's been super comfortable on this hike so far, and let me tell you, I've been sweating like crazy, and it's just wicking that sweat right off me. These are some Quicksilver shorts here. They're not a board short, but they're basically a board short. There's no lining, no liner or anything, but they also are a very quick dry material and have been just performing super well so far on this hot and humid hike. Underneath these, I've got some new Nike Performance trunks, and again, just a synthetic quick dry material, and they have been super comfortable, not had any chafing and not even had a hint of chafing um, so far. So yeah, on top of that, I've got the Hokas. These are I don't remember exactly. I'll put it in the video which line they are exactly here. Um, they've been super comfortable. I'm a little bummed that there's like a chunk already that's been like kind of gouged out of the toe right here. It's the first time I've had them out on trail, so uh, that's too bad. But otherwise, I mean, they seem to be doing great. I've had a couple water crossings, nothing major, just maybe up to my ankles is all, but they've gotten completely soaked and then are, drying out very quickly. I don't feel like I'm slushing through a puddle in these like you would with a lot of boots, and how they kind of retain that water, especially because my last crossing was not long ago. So the new clothes are really working out. Loving them. I'm getting a light breeze, and it's actually like cooling me down. It's like giving me a little bit of a chill even, which is super, super nice from how hot and muggy it is today. But like I said, this material here is just really, really performing well in this moist environment, in this heat. All right, this is technically mile 0 of the Berryman Trail. This is right where the north end of the Berryman Trail connects into the Ozark Trail. This is the direction I just came from. That's heading south back to the Berryman campground. I'm going to be heading this way towards Brazil Creek, and I think it's about 3 or 4 more miles. That's where I'm going to be setting up camp, somewhere within a decent little walk to the water, so that I don't have to slop too far when I go to make my breakfast in the morning. Feeling tired, but I've still got plenty of energy. It's about 3:25 right now, and like I said, I'm like a little over 13 miles in. So I've been going about right around 3 miles an hour, maybe a little bit less, especially with my stops. I've been taking pictures and so on as I go, so I'm gonna keep on rolling. All right, checking back in. It's about 4:30, and I'm just under 16 miles in. Just checked, it was 15.85 so far done today. And I am almost done for the day. Coming up on the Brazil Creek campground, I believe, in about maybe half a mile. And we'll see if there's people there. I'll probably stay on this side of the creek and camp somewhere off trail. If there's nobody there, I'll probably go sleep in the campground, set up my hammock out there. I just don't want to deal with anybody with like a generator or anything, which is what happened the last time we were there. No, they're not listening to that. Going for a peaceful night. But, alright. Getting winded, but we're getting it done. I'll check back in once I get to the water. Oh, I am delighted to hear the sound of running water right now. Coming up on Brazil Creek. The other thing I'm excited about is that's all I hear is water. I don't hear any people. I don't hear any generators. I think I have found my camping spot for the night. Oh. Last thing I've got to do for getting into the campground excuse me, hiccups, is actually cross the creek. And this one's a lot deeper than the other crossings I've done today. Oh. In fact, it's kind of a double crossing at this little side spot, but there's the real running water right there. I'm gonna change into my sandals real quick and mosey on over. All right, 16.94 miles done today. 17-mile day. Oh, man, I'm at the Brazil Creek campground. There's a truck parked over here. I think it's this guy that I saw earlier who was out doing trail maintenance. I don't know that he's actually here. Seems like just the truck. And of course, as I walked into the campground, another truck pulled up. Luckily, they're not pulling a trailer, so no generators to worry about or anything like that, hopefully. I don't even know if they're camping. I haven't seen a tent or anything. But I'm going to get the hammock set up. I'm going to have some dinner, relax, and get some sleep. I am beat. But this has been a great day in nature. An absolute great day in nature. Oh, alright, I'll check back in before I go to bed. Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock. I am feeling very well rested. I've got some gear still trying to dry. Hopefully will dry here this morning. Otherwise I'm putting some wet socks and shoes back on. but I'm about to make some coffee, have some breakfast bars, and get back on the trail. It looks like because I got 17 knocked out yesterday, I've only got 10 to go today. Should be done by like noonish. Maybe even a little earlier. We'll see if I can keep a good pace. First things first, breakfast, fuel up, and then I've got to cross back over this creek, so I'm going to keep my sandals on for now, change into my shoes after I cross the creek because I didn't do that yesterday, and that's why my stuff is still soaking wet. I should have learned my lesson from the last time I camped out here, but frankly, I was so beat and there wasn't like a good spot to stop and change shoes on the trail. So I just trudged on through and soaked everything. So it'll dry off on the walk. All right, let's have some breakfast. All right. I am hiking out of the Brazil Creek campground. It's 7:50 right now. A little later than I was planning on heading out, but man, it's hard to get out of that hammock. I put everything away and just kind of gotten it in lounge mode and almost fell back asleep. So I need to get moving again. Look at these mushrooms. I love this. Oh, that looks cool. A little water. We'll walk through this real quick. I left the sandals on this morning as I was gonna have to cross the creek again. Trail's back this way. So, like I was saying before, I should only have about 10 miles to go today. I imagine I'll be able to knock that out in 3 hours. Maybe a little bit more if I decide to take a break. But I've been doing good with the fueling while walking. I gotta say, yesterday it got so hot and I was getting pretty exhausted and it was hard to eat. And so basically I would just take a bite of a protein bar and chew forever and wash it down with some water, rinse, repeat. And the cool thing is you can, oh my gosh, all of the spider webs. The cool thing is that you can just feel that energy hitting you, and every time, man, it was just like so refreshing. And it just goes to show that you need to properly fuel your body. All right, here we are. This is the big creek crossing here, the deep part. I crossed down way down that way on the other side of the campground. When I came in, this is the hike out. Oh, it's chilly, but it feels good. It's only about shin deep. All right. Sandals have officially paid for themselves. Honestly, I'm probably just going to keep hiking in these for now. I may throw some socks on underneath them, but unless the trail gets real rocky or something, I might just stick with the sandals. I did sandals and Tom sock, and it was pretty nice. All right, let's get to hiking. So again, here's Berryman Trail sign here. Little OT marker. So this is the direction I would have come from had I just continued on trail. We're gonna head out this way. Okay, so I'm heading back down. I didn't go very far. Pretty much after I finished recording the last video, I just stopped and went ahead and changed back into my socks and shoes, put my gaiters on, feeling a lot more confident in my shoes versus in those sandals. Again, super stoked to have had the sandals to cross that creek because I'm really trying to get these dried out, and I think they will if I can avoid dunking them continuously. But the thing I forgot when I was over here was I was going to fill back up on my water. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to get back on trail. Alright, we've got water back on trail. See a Brazil Creek. Let's do it. Hi. That's a sweet girl. That's a sweet girl. Yeah. Isn't she beautiful? I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for sharing some of it with me. That was just such a beautiful interaction. It's amazing what animals will show you when you don't just present an immediate danger to them. Beautiful deer. Beautiful whitetail. I've seen some good nature on this hike. I'm really grateful for it because, it's a beautiful forest. It's a beautiful green. But it's a lot of the same. So you don't get views like you do with Bell Mountain or Tomsock, Minnesoc Falls, and some other places, So it's really nice to be able to get out here and see some nature, see some animals in their natural habitat, and just interacting with them as a neighbor instead of as somebody who's trying to claim them or claim what land that they're on. More as just a community member. I think I just passed one of the cut over trails. It makes this a little bit of a shorter loop. We will continue on. So I was taught a very valuable lesson. I had one protein bar this morning. Just one little simple protein bar, breakfast bar type thing, and that's obviously not enough to get your day started, especially after a long day like I had yesterday, and ahead of another long day like I have today. Sorry, these spider webs are just insane right now. That's what you get for being the first one on trail for the day. Alright, and I almost immediately started crashing hard. And I mean, like, I felt like crap. So I've eaten like 3 more of the bars since. Drank some water. I added some noon tablets. So I've been drinking some of that. But I mean, it's just so crazy how quickly that turns you around too. Because now I feel great. You know, it's an obvious lesson, but it's like, come on, Jason, like, make sure that when you leave for the day, you know, you're getting ready, you're at least eating as you're leaving, you know, if not having already eaten, you know, a proper amount of calories and protein to get started, because those things are so avoidable, and that's one thing I really want to get like in the habit of, is maybe just set that hourly you know, reminder, or you know, a mental reminder every hour or every couple miles, make sure I put down just a little bit more food, keep that energy level high, and don't allow for those drops, because those drops just suck so much. So just some food for thought. Like I said, the spiderwebs have been not fun this morning, but otherwise we've had great weather. I'm about 4 miles into my day so far. I'm going to take a quick little break here. Just real quick, I'm going to show you this Gossamer Gear seat pad that I've got. It's awesome. I mean, $5, and it weighs practically nothing. For me, I've got it in my side pouch right now, in one of my mesh pouches, and I can actually reach it with my pack on. And so it's really nice because I can take quick breaks without taking my pack off. I can just set it down, pack it up, and throw it back in the pouch whenever I'm done with my little break here. So just to demonstrate, I've just got it around the side here. You can easily reach that. It just unfolds like that. And mind you, this is just to get like the bony part of your butt some cushion. It's not going to like cover a whole seat for you if you're worried about sitting on something dirty. It's not going to do that trick for you. But man, just that added comfort right there on, you know, the log or something nearby, it's just so nice. next break. I'll finish off this water, transfer some water over from my dirty bottle. I imagine that will get me through the rest of the hike. Again, so the cons I would say to this seat pad are, again, the size. It's not a large pad. I can't lay down on it. My other sit pad, I could lay it out, even if I wanted to take my pack off and lay down. I could have a little mat to lay on. This does not offer me that comfort, but again, it's just, I think the pros are outweighing the cons here. Just being able to fold it up as easy as that. Goes right back in the side pouch. I've got my trash bag in the pouch underneath that, and you're good. So let's go hike. All right, it's about 11:30. Just checked all trails. I think I've got about 3 miles to go to get back to the Berryman campground. So maybe an hour. I think I should be back in the truck by 12:30-ish. Finally passed some guys riding bicycles going the opposite way on the trail. So now all the spider webs ahead of me are going to be down. I'm cruising. The unfortunate side of that is I'm pretty sure I'm almost done. One of the logging roads. Beautiful, beautiful hike. Again, warm, but not nearly what it has been lately. Got a nice breeze. Kind of ridge walking this hill right now, and that breeze feels amazing. Yeah, like I said, not much longer here. I should be back at the trailhead in my truck, so I'll check in with you then. All right, we made it back at Berryman, back at my truck. I'm gonna take this pack off. Get back on the road, head home. I miss Nicole, miss the dogs. It was a good hike. It was a good hike. Oh, I feel good. It's like, it's about 12:50 right now. Got back a little bit later. I was expecting maybe around 12:30. Not mad about it. I only got about an hour and a half drive back home. And I will soon be seeing the family in my shower and be a happy camper. Thanks for coming along.